Hey guys, how are you today? Alright, so we're going to be using this die from Simon Says Stamp. It's a roller coaster die. And we're going to be using this set from Lawn Fawn called Coaster Critters. This actually moves if we wanted to use this one, but I like this die so much more, so I couldn't decide. I often kind of get two similar sets or something, because like one will have the better words and one will have a better die and whatever. So anyway, so that's what we're doing today, and it is sadly the last day of the Dog Days of Summer collab, so boo-hoo. And as you know, I've done a card every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday this July with Brandy, the left-handed crafter, and I've really enjoyed that. She's an awesome, awesome person and an awesome crafter. I've really enjoyed seeing her cards and all her creative stuff that she comes up with. So thank you, Brandy, for letting me participate in that collab and having a summer theme, because I love summer. So 2 thumbs up for that. But anyway, if you haven't checked out her channel yet, which I'm sure you probably have by now, please go check out her stuff and give her a thumbs up and all that good stuff. So, alright, so today we are going to be using these Distress Oxide inks in Squeeze Lemonade and Spice Marmalade. And honestly, we're using these because the new inks have come out. And I want them, right? But I don't really use these inks enough. So I've challenged myself that if I start using these inks, then I can buy the new ones. But if I don't, then I can't. So that's kind of the point of this project, is to do that. Plus, you know, it's the end of summer, it's the end of this collab, it's, I don't know. So, and life throws us lots of roller coaster ride kind of times, I think. Just, well, life in general, honestly. But just throughout the summer, like today, my boyfriend's mother fell in the floor, and luckily she did not break a hip or anything. So thankfully, she just kind of skinned up her arm. At least we think. She hasn't gone to the doctor or whatever yet, but I don't think she needs to. We're kind of, I don't know, it's one of those up in the air kind of things. So we're using some Stampin', anyway, what I'm saying is you never know what's going to happen. You just kind of hang on for the ride. But it's good to have good people to share that ride or life with. So we're using Stampin' Up! Whisper White cardstock, and I don't think that has any big special something. It just, that's what it is. And so I'm just kind of doing a top and bottom of the orange. Where's my other one? And then we're going to do the squeezed lemonade right in the middle. I hope I'm not getting that on the back. I should hold that still. So anyway, we're just going to kind of give it, this just reminds me of like summer and summer sunsets and, riding roller coasters in the evening. That's my favorite time to ride any kind of ride, even though I'm not really a ride person anymore. Is to ride it like at sunset time, or I don't know, it's just awesome. Like I love riding the big Ferris wheels and things like that, so that's always fun. But anyway, I used to love roller coasters as a kid, and my mom would always get on there with me, sometimes my dad, but primarily my mother would always ride with me. And then, as I grew up or whatever into teenagehood, I had friends that would always ride. And so, but then later, I don't know, it's like it made me kind of dizzy or sick or something, or I don't know. So I didn't really ride them as much. And now I kind of refuse to get on there most of the time. So yeah, anyway, I'm making my fiance this card because I know life has, throws us lots of curveballs and things like that. But I want him to know we can kind of roll with it together. And what's this stamp say? So I'm going to use life is full of ups and downs. Let's roll with it together. I think that's really cute. So trying to kind of blend this, but I'm not much of a blender apparently. But anyway, it reminds me of a little roller coaster we were on called the Mouse, or the Crazy Mouse, I think it was called, at Myrtle Beach. Back when the pavilion was open. I think they either redid it, tore it down, or something. There was some big thing, like they were tearing most of it down, and I don't know, like the old rides anyway, from when I was like a kid. So they were redoing everything, and most of it's gone. I think they still have some of the rides. I don't know if they even call it the pavilion now. But if anybody's been recently, please tell me what they did with that. We did take lots of pictures and things like that. But anyway, it was just this cute little roller coaster, like, that you would think little kids would ride, called the Crazy Mouse. And, like, pretty harmless. And, you know, I thought that was the jerkiest roller coaster I have ever seen in my life. Like, I would have rather been on a huge roller coaster versus that. I'm telling you. It was like, it would get to the corners and completely jerk, and it didn't have any loops or anything like that, but wow, it was an intense little ride, I'm telling you. But he loves stuff like that, and I don't know, I feel like the mom sometimes standing down there with the camera or something will be at like Busch Gardens or somewhere big, and he'll be on the roller coaster going, and I'll be just taking a picture. But so anyway, I'd like to find somebody to just take with us so that they can ride with him, and I can just like wait at the bottom and not feel guilty. But anyway, but I do love Ferris wheels and things like that. I always try to ride the wheel. Like, I love the wheel in Chicago, and there's a wheel in Pigeon Forge now too. Haven't been on that one, but have to do that soon. But there's a wheel at Myrtle Beach, right near where the pavilion was. Or, like I said, maybe part of it still is. I'm not really sure. But I'm going to have to go and ride that sometime. Okay. So, I'm going to just move this paper out of the way since it's kind of yucky. And we're just going to slide this over because we're using that anyway. But, like I said, I had an awesome time doing this collab. So, I'm glad we did it. And lots of fun summer cards and fun summer stories and experiences and things like that. And I love to hear Brandy's stories when she shares. She kind of says the same thing about me, but maybe that's why we watch each other's channel, because we just ramble on about stuff and life and whatever. But anyway, I always like, I don't know, sometimes I make a card just because I'm making a card, but usually I have some sort of reason or story or, you know, something like that behind it, honestly. Okay, so now, where are those little thingies? Okay, so we have these tiny little pieces of the roller coaster, and I think I want to do them like they're going upside down, I guess. I don't know for sure. I don't know. We'll just have to kind of play around with them and see. And I think I still have too much glue because it's sticking down there. Alright, so I don't know. That one didn't seem to cut very well. So I guess if they're riding, it would be like up in the air like that, I suppose. So let's glue that one on. And woo, baby. Gotta try to not, I need some tweezers or something. I did buy a pair of those, the fancy tweezers, like that you squeeze this way and they go the opposite way, but I just can't wrap my head around those. Like, I really can't. I don't know. I just need regular tweezers. I'm a regular tweezer kind of girl. Alright, so I'm just going to put a little bit of dab of glue there and hope that that is the spot, because I want that to be the spot. So I guess it has to look like it's connected, right? Like that's the link, I'm assuming. I don't know. Should have played around with this maybe a little bit ahead of time. But we'll make it work. We always do. Okay, so there's that. And if you wanted to add a little bit of glossy accents possibly to those little cars, I think that might give it an extra cute look as well, but we won't do that right now because it won't really dry for our card anyway. Alright, so I'm going to move these out of the way, and did I show you the inks we're using? I think I did. Alright, so, and this looks really good cut out in white too. I kind of like to do one in white actually. I did cut one out, but I haven't actually used it. I just cut a black one and a white one just because I didn't know what I wanted to do really. Okay, so we're going to put that here. Get that glue off of there. And I'm not going to flick any water or anything like that on this Distress Oxide ink at this point because I just don't want to. I don't want that splattered look. I do love the splattered look, but that's not what I want right now. Alright, so life is full of ups and downs. Let's roll with it together. Okay. And then I want a little heart or something. This kit comes with a little heart, so maybe I'll just put the heart right about there. If I straighten it back up, put the little heart right about there. Alright, so let's hope that will work. We'll put our magnet there. We'll move these in just a little bit so it doesn't lift up too much. Okay. Alright, I don't want it to move my card. I've been like super afraid it's going to move the card somehow lately. Okay, so we're going to just use our Memento black ink. Stamp that up. And let's rock and roll. Okay, hopefully it'll stamp out well the first time. Pretty good, but let's just do one more coat just because. Alright. Perfecto! Yay! Ah! I smushed it a little bit. Shoot! Alright, that's okay. Let's blow that little fuzz off. I don't want to touch it because I might smear the ink again. Move this back to the side. And here is our little upside down roller coaster card. And like I said, I do think glossy accents would be really cool on those, so we might try that. Wonder if I should stamp a little heart in there. I don't know. But anyway, doesn't that look like a nice summer sunset? You're at the beach and you're riding a roller coaster with your sweetie and all hugged up and screaming to the top of your lungs, ah, help! No. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Thanks Brandy again for this collab. Great idea. Enjoyed all your cards and I love you girl. Talk to you later. Bye.